of the bayberry, Harry's flowers, the black knight butterfly bushes, mint all in bloom, my variegated Rose of Sharon hopefully will start to bloom soon, my canna lilies almost getting ready. I trimmed down the mullein and I need to plant this here in the pot. Hopefully the birds will then come and eat the seeds. Groundhogs help themselves to the straw. Guess they didn't want dirt just sitting there. They haven't taken it out. My Scotch thistles almost ready to bloom. The Rose of Sharon still putting on an amazing show. My regalia is about to bloom a second time. Lamb's ears are almost done. And the anemones are about to start, which means this area is going to be covered in bees. They love that, and I need to decide how I'm going to finish that path to the bird feeder. And here are the anemones close up. They're so cute and they spread like crazy. As I was clearing out this area, I almost sadly took out this is the hibiscus. And it looks like there's going to be quite a few blooms. The sumac, which oddly is already turning color, and it's just August the 3rd, has just gone all wild again. My white roses bloomed a second time. Not sure if that's normal or not for roses. My hydrangea is almost done. And I actually counted the blooms. There was over 30 of them this year compared to the 2 last year. And the Rose of Sharon are putting on a nice show back here. I still have to get my composters moved. There's one back there. And I have some trimming to do over here. I've got the elderberries and the cotoneaster. As you can see, I've changed the frame and the netting is all gone from this bottom section because last week I found a poor little skunk all tangled in the netting. It was just a baby. Ran in the house, got scissors, ran back. Lucky for me, wee one stayed mostly calm. There were a few baby shots, and I managed to get him or her freed. Thankfully, wee one stayed calm, so we could do that. Even had a chance to hold him or her for a little bit. Made sure everything was good. Wee one scampered off. So yeah, that was my big panic that day, and I've revamped this and will rethink whether I'm going to keep this netting or just get rid of all of it and find something else. And it was that afternoon that I got my Blackwater book, so we had some major panic stuff, but thankfully it ended well with the baby skunk. And then I got my Blackwater book, so that was a whew. If you've seen my earlier video, well, that was the path I cleared out, but it's now filled with pokeweed, which I'm going to leave because I know that the birds eat that. I've got quite a bit of the yard waste into bags or into the composters. I leave this one and just let it all break down. Still don't have the grass seed in. It's been a weird year. If you've seen my front videos, this is the same Artemisia, but it isn't in the full sun, so it doesn't get anywhere near as high. Hope loves hanging out in there, so I always make sure there's straw in there. Different angle of the bird feeding area. I have old branches. The squirrels love running up it. The birds land on it. This, of course, is the sumac itself, so it provides them some safety. I've got the Hicks yew, so they can hide in there as well. Cotoneaster and the elderberry, so when the hawks are around, they have lots of places to hide. Different angle of the groundhog space. And like I say, they just decided that they wanted the straw instead of dirt there. I don't know, maybe they had some flooding issues as well. As you can see with the Rose of Sharon, there's lots of buds, and then the blooms fall, so they spread quite well on their own without me having to plant them. It does make me sad that I have to take out so many of them because there's just so much space, and so far the hubby hasn't won that Lotto Max to buy more. Scotch thistle, about ready to bloom, so the bees will be here first, then the cardinals and the finches. Lamb's ear's almost done, lots of grains, splash of little daisies. Bee balm's almost finished, but the sweet peas, splash of color. And the sweet peas have moved here as well. The ajuga, nice ground cover, little fairy. This is all creeping thyme. It started as 2 little plants. The chives have finished. I have a Rose of Sharon planted itself here. All the tansy is starting to bloom. So we have the Rose of Sharon that planted itself. All the tansy. And we have a little bug there that's enjoying. The pokeweed, these will all turn purple and the birds will have a heyday. The goldenrod hasn't quite started to bloom yet. Queen Anne's lace that I'm hoping will stay, and some more goldenrod, so that'll be some more yellow. Oh, this one's just starting. Okay, and the Artemisia, like I said, you can tell it is much taller here, and it's spreading way out, so I'm gonna have to get this figured out. These are 3 little yew trees from years ago. I'll have to find the comparison because it's quite amazing. I have some euonymus that's taking here, and some of the sweet peas dying off. But you can see all the pods, and this is what keeps the birds and the squirrels happy. The lovage. So we've got the seeds up there. I have little snails, but I haven't noticed. I've only seen 2 monarchs so far this year. Another goldenrod here, and the grapes are going gangbusters, so I'll have to get them reined in a bit. The front area, here's one of the little bees, and you can see he's covered in pollen, so they love these. He flew off, came right back to the same flower. And in the back, the morning flower planted itself, so we've got some nice white blooms. This little guy is just amazing. And yes, I'm not even a foot away. I love that I can get so close to them. Some more grains and goldenrod in the back. And say the bee balm is almost finished. Lamb's ears, mint is still blooming. Oh, we've got Another moonflower, a couple of moonflowers starting here. Other canna lilies, Scotch thistle. See some have bloomed. And the comfy cat hangout with the hosta. Some greens. Another Rose of Sharon here at the front. The sweet peas. Somewhere in there are my chicken and hens. So I need to find a day to come out and get a little bit of this cleared up. Oh, another bee. He's a big one.